All right, we've been teasing this big birthday celebration for the last couple of days, and finally Chef Anthony is here this morning, and we're going to be making a birthday cake.
Yes.
Not just for anyone, for you.
That's right.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I've had this birthday cake for so many years. We won't say the number, but it all started with my grandmother when I was real young making this for me. And I've had it every year for my birthday. It's just kind of a tradition and brings back all the memories from family and everything in the past. And I've kind of changed it and played with it a little bit and made it a little bit different. So I just have fun making it.
So for this particular recipe, which we are making a strawberry poke cake,
yes,
we need to start off with a couple of cakes.
Yes, what I've done is I've taken 2 box cake mixes white and went ahead and panned them up and baked them off and cooled them completely. And in my pot here I have 1 cup of water that I brought to a boil. And I'm going to add my gelatin mix just as the directions say.
Do you use sugar-free or regular gelatin?
I use regular because the sugar-free stuff, it may say sugar-free, but they still use something else to sweeten it. And I like the natural flavors that come with the regular sugar. Because some artificial sweeteners like Equal and Splenda, they all have their own little aftertaste.
Right.
So, like, if you drink Diet Pepsi, then you taste the aspartame. That's what makes Diet Pepsi Diet Pepsi.
This is your birthday cake. You're going to make it the way you like it.
Oh, yes.
And if it's your birthday, then who cares how much sugar's in it, right?
That's right. The more sugar, the better. So I've added my Jell-O.
And you've pulled out your whisk.
Yes, my whisk. You know, I got this whisk. I got this from a former employer. It was just, you know, I could have gotten into a lot of trouble, but it was a whisk I had to take. Yeah.
He's got jokes this morning, too.
Always have the jokes. So I removed it from the heat. I've mixed it really well. And we're going to start over here making holes in our cakes. Okay. So I use, depending upon what kind of mood I'm in, dictates what size holes I use. You can use skewers, you can use toothpicks, depends on, this is the great part to do with the kids. You can use a combination of toothpicks and a wooden spoon or a plastic spoon like this.
Big and small, yeah.
And then I just start randomly poking holes all the way around.
Why is it important to have the cake completely cooled?
Well, you want to make sure that it doesn't fall apart and it's not going to drop as you poke the holes into it.
Right.
So by letting it cool, you get a really nice cake and it stands up really well.
That's good. And you're using your favorite spoon to poke it with today, too.
Yes, my favorite spoon to poke it with. Everything today, it's all about the memories of things in the past. So
share the story of your spoon.
Oh, this one, I just had it for forever. My first apartment when I moved to Pittsburgh. I bought it in a kit when I first moved here. So, and I've kept it, and I think I have one other spatula from when I moved here. I just had a bad tendency of tearing stuff up.
It happens.
It does. And then I use a ladle. This is just a gravy ladle, you know, out of your silver kit to ladle in my Jell-O mix.
All right.
And I always start right in the middle and work my way around, making sure I pour a little bit into each one of the holes. And I'm sure everybody has a memory of one of these cakes.
So the goal is to use all of this Jell-O?
No, I never use all of it, but what I don't use, I put into little containers, so I have it later.
Okay. Or you can make some birthday Jell-O shots with it if you had the appropriate.
If you had the, well, no, because she already had water to it. You've already diluted it out.
Good point.
But that's all right. We're getting in the right direction. And that one's all done, ready to sit.
I'm just thinking about that. Instead of adding water to it, if you added, made it like a rum poke cake or something.
Yep, you could add rum to it. You could add, for those who are tequila fans, you can add tequila to it. Whatever you would use to make your favorite Jell-O shot, you can add right into it to kind of adult it up if you're having an adult birthday party where it's just adults.
I mean, obviously, it would still be in the content because that's replacing the cold water.
Correct.
But when you bake it, do you lose a lot of that alcohol?
You don't bake it. This is done.
Oh, it's done.
The cakes are already baked. So the next step for this would be to put it into the refrigerator and let the Jell-O solidify. So if you wanted to make the adult version of the cake, you totally could. Okay. Yep. It's real easy to do.
Okay.
And we'll just ladle it over. You see it's kind of got a little bit of red on top. And
how do you know when to stop? Whenever you feel
the baking gods move you to stop.
It's time.
It's time.
Okay.
And then we'll put this into the refrigerator. 4 or 5 hours, we'll let it set up all the way. And then you come back, and when we come back for our next segment, I'll show you how to take it out of the pans, cut it up, and ice it.
All right, so this is how we got our strawberry poke cake started, and come back and join us on KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. We're gonna finish off the strawberry poke cake, and we might even sing this guy a happy birthday.
That would be appreciated. Thank you, Tanya.
We'll be right back.